So let me take y'all over to DC right now. Earlier this morning on Valentine's Day, three officers were shot near Southeast DC, trying to execute an arrest warrant for animal cruelty. The officers tried to make contact with someone inside the home, but refused to come outside. As the officers tried to attempt to gain entry, the individual opened fire on them. Let's take a look at this story.
Good morning to you. I'm Robert Burke.
And I'm Adriana Hopkins. We are following breaking news at this hour. D.C. police have confirmed 3 of their officers have been shot.
So this happened in the 5300 block of Hannah Place, Southeast. That's according to the D.C. Police Union. So let's go live right now to John Gonzalez, who is on the scene right in front of the yellow tape. John, what can you tell us?
Robert, that's right. We're right in front of the crime scene tape right here. We're on Hannah Place in Southeast. Right down there is the intersection of Hannah and Benning Road. You've got the apartments right there, and you can see all the police activity. And I can tell you, we've been driving around this area for the better part of 20 minutes, and there are a number of roads that look like this. Police have several arteries here closed off as they try to figure out exactly how to tackle this. We understand that no one has been arrested right now, no suspect arrested just yet, and DC Police Union confirming that 3 police officers were shot at around 8 o'clock this morning. They were taken to the hospital. Injuries appear to be non-life threatening. That's what we are being told. And again, we're on the...
So three officers were shot. One additional have injuries as well.
Here in Southeast Hannah Place and Benning Road, you definitely want to avoid this area. A tremendous amount of police activity. We've got the Benning Park Apartments just up the road here on Benning, but we understand this happened at a home, not an apartment, and we're still trying to get more information as police continue to arrive. We're seeing more police, more detectives arriving here on the scene, and they're closing off several areas here and having people stay in their homes. We know that there was a lady out here in her car. Police were trying to get her away from the area as they started to close off this section here with the yellow caution tape. So that's what we know. 3 police officers, appear to be DC police officers, were shot at around 8 o'clock this morning here at Hannah Place and Benning Road in Southeast DC, and no word of any arrest just yet as more police arrive on the scene. Obviously, we're going to stay here on the ground, and as we get more information, we will bring it to you. Reporting live for now, John Gonzalez, 7 News.
Okay, John, thank you.
So I think the police chief, Pamela Smith, was already out there. So let me see if I can pull up footage of her interview.
Our criminal apprehension unit responded to the residents here in the 5000 block of Hannah Place, Southeast, to serve an arrest warrant that was occupied by the Humane Society for Cruelty to Animals around 7:30 a.m. this morning. Our officers attempted to make contact with the individual inside the residence in order to execute the arrest warrant. The individual refused to come outside. As officers attempted to gain entry, the individual fired upon them. A barricade has been declared in this particular incident. Our officers were struck by gunfire, 3 of our officers to be exact. All 3 have been transported with non-life-threatening injuries to our local area hospitals. A 4th officer was also injured but not shot. It was basically for minor injuries. At this time, the individual remains barricaded inside the residence. This remains an active situation, and the individual has continued to fire from that location. We're asking everyone to please stay out of this location until we are able to apprehend the suspect. Are there any questions?
Chief, do you know if the suspect is alone inside the house?
At this time, we do not know if there are any other individuals inside the home.
Are you communicating with the suspect?
We are in constant communication with the individual. Our negotiators are in negotiation with him at this time.
Do you know him?
I do not know him.
I mean, not you personally, but do police know his name, his identity?
We're trying to obtain that right now. We did not have that information. Is not available to us. That's part of the investigation. It was an arrest warrant for cruelty to animals, and oftentimes we assist the Humane Society with serving arrest warrants for cruelty to animals.
Can you explain, is it a no-knock warrant?
That's part of the investigation at this point. I don't know.
And then the officers injured their lower stomach. Where were they injured?
The front hand, and listen, let me just say this, and I'm not a politician, but here's the thing that we have to look at. There are a lot of individuals with guns on the street, and I know Secure DC is part of the legislation that we're asking our council members to pass. The penalties for folks that are just discharging firearms who do not have a right to do that is very challenging for us. And so I'm asking certainly do everything we can to pass security C, especially the portion of that bill where we need to increase the penalties for firearms. That's all I'm going to talk about right now. This is still a very active and fluid scene. I will come back later and make sure that I provide you with additional updates. This is a home. I do not know. Yes, sir.
Were humane service employees on scene when this shooting took place?
I don't know at this time.
Nobody else injured but officers?
It's part of the investigation.
What kind of animals were those animals?
I don't know. It's part of the investigation.
Any more on what kind of
I think I'm doing my due diligence by making sure I give you as much information as I have right now. It is still an active scene. We're still gathering.
You can see they're trying to trip her up by asking her, shotgun questions.
Additional information. We do not know who the individual is at this time. I don't even know how many dogs are in the home. But what I will say is this is unacceptable.
What's your message to people who make DC crime?
You see that? So the lady asked her what type of animals. She said she doesn't know. It's an active investigation. And then 10 seconds later, she said, I don't know how many dogs there were. Let's check that out.
I will say is this is unacceptable.
What's your message?
As much information as I have right now. I think I'm doing my due diligence. This is a home. I do not know. Yes, sir.
Were humane service employees on scene when this shooting took place?
I don't know at this time.
Nobody else injured but officers?
It's part of the investigation.
what kind of animals were those animals?
I don't know. It's part of the investigation.
Any more on what kind of
I think I'm doing my due diligence by making sure I give you as much information as I have right now. It is still an active scene. We're still gathering additional information. We do not know who the individual is at this time. I don't even know how many dogs are in the home. But what I will say is this is unacceptable.
But that right there, obviously they know who it is because they have the arrest warrant. But she just don't want to give the name out to the media yet, which obviously I understand because it's an active investigation still going on.
What's your message to people who make DC crime out of control?
Well, I won't say DC crime is out of control. I think we have a group of individuals who do not respect law enforcement and authority. Our officers, again, were where they were supposed to be, doing exactly what we need them to do, and we will continue to do that. Thank you.
Yeah, so right there, that's Police Chief Pamela Smith. But you have to understand right there what she said, like, hey, we have bills in place that's routed up the chain that's being dismissed. And she's fed up as the police chief, and you see these individuals just shooting around DC, and you can see that it's a crime wave going on. So we'll take a look at the story later on as it develops. Like she said, the resident is still in the home with guns. So, in negotiations trying to, surrender. So, we'll see. We'll check back in later on today.